You came in red for the role, like at SAG headquarters, or I can't
Yeah,
remember. That
yeah,
it?
yeah. I came. That was, I think, 2012. I think I
Yeah.
read for the role. That was at the SAC. No, no. That was the second audition when
So
I
that
read the SAC
that was
headquarters.
SIF. Like you came to SIF, right? First,
Yeah,
like
yeah. The first one I came to Civ,
yeah,
and it was like, it was like, oh, I learned everything about the movie.
yeah.
I think once you guys cast me, that's when you guys sent out the actual story, and it was like, holy, it was like, wow.
Oh,
And
that's
then it
right. We
just kind
didn't
of,
furnish the whole story. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it went quiet after that. Like she just said, with the funding and everything, just two people down there, and then it was like, and it was like, what happened? Then I think maybe a few years went by, and then
Oh yeah.
just when it was like, well, I guess that's not happening because you know what happens in this industry. And I
Yeah.
was like, well, I guess that's not happening. And then all of a sudden, I still remember the day when I got the email about, the movie being back on
Mm-hmm.
and, being super, because I was really excited about the project. And I
Hmm.
was like, wow, it's back on. And then it was like, I came in. So it was like the jitters all over again because you guys had me come in and read again. So it was like, oh man, I'm auditioning for something I was already cast for. And so
Oh, dude, I'm so
it
sorry.
was,
Shit.
and it was that worry of not being cast for the movie again all over again, and it was like, oh man. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was at the SAG headquarters, and it was fun, and uh, then I
Well, yeah,
still,
that 2 years was intense, from the filmmaker side because Jagger, like, literally, like he disappeared off my radar for a couple of days, which was
yeah,
unusual because we're in the middle of, trying to get the film mounted. And then I got a text, I think maybe from his mom saying that he was in the hospital. And I was like, what? And then I found out pretty quickly that he had been complaining, and he had been over like a couple of years from stomach pains here and there. And it got so bad, apparently, he went into the hospital because his mom was like, you have to go to the hospital because of how much pain you're in. And he went, and the moment they looked at him, they were like, we are prepping you for surgery right now. And they literally took him right into surgery, and they removed a cyst that was slow growing and was not fortunately malignant. It was benign, but it was, it was a tumor. And so he basically had all of a sudden, like, 24 hours later, it's like, oh, I've got cancer. Oh, we're operating. Oh, now I got to go into recovery and make decisions about chemotherapy and make decisions about radiation treatment. And then he's got his family. I mean, it was intense. And he needed 6 months just to, go through radiation therapy and then get treated and then come back. But I had to have the conversation with our executive producer and editor, Rob DeVore, because Rob's a director. I was like, Rob, if anything happens to Jagger, like, are you available? I mean, it was that freaking intense, from our perspective, from the filmmaking perspective. But all is well because he's back and he's cancer-free still to this day. And, we just picked up where we left off and got the momentum going again, which is huge. I mean, from a producer standpoint, like, Hassan, you get the jitters going into the role, but I got to reactivate all those contacts and like put my shoulder behind the rock and push again, to get that momentum, to get it rolling uphill, get it rolling. It doesn't roll uphill, but I guess it does. Yeah. Roll uphill. Yeah.